let's talk TBR, or my TBR list. TBR stands for to be read, meaning it's just a list of books that I haven't read, but I'm gonna get around to reading it. Yes, girl. I'm pulling up my Goodreads account because my Goodreads account is very Sigma. I'm gonna tell you what my Goodreads account is, even though I am very sure most of you don't have a Goodreads account, but my Goodreads account it's called Nudin. My username, where is my username? It doesn't show your username, huh? It just says Nudin. It says Nudin. Details. Why does it have my address? Oh my god, what? Okay. But I'm pretty sure my Goodreads account, username is Nudin the Bookworm. Nudin the Bookworm. Because I was quirky like that. Anyways, now let's spill what we actually wanted to spill. We're gonna spill my TBR list. This is in no particular order. I'm just gonna read them out. So we have She Who Fell Beneath the Sea. Is it She Who Fell Beneath the Sea, or is it like The Girl Who Fell? The Girl... Oh, it's The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea. I don't know where I got She Who Fell Beneath the Sea from. Anyways, this story is like... They say it's like a Spirited Away kind of vibes. If you know, like, the Ghibli movie. So basically, this girl, enters the spirit realm, and then she has to, like, get back to the mortal realm and stuff, but, like, she can't stay in the spirit realm for too long, or else she's gonna turn into a spirit, and then she has to, like, fight back enemies and stuff. I don't know, but, like, this has been in my TBR for, like, forever. Like, I always see it every time I go to the bookstore. It's always there, but it's always the cover I don't want, so I don't end up buying it. Which is, I know it's like, it's not a good reason, but hey, whoever said don't judge a book by its cover is very wrong, very lying. I personally judge every single book by its cover. If it has like a real life person on the cover, And then next we have, The God and the Christian. Okay, hold on. Let me pull up the Goodreads thing. Oh, maybe it's not The God and the Christian. What is it? The God and the Christian is the second book. Oh, The God and the Kumiho. Kumiho? Christian. Christian means like spirit or like ghosts in Korean, I'm pretty sure. Kumiho is like a fox. You know, like the typical fox you see in a lot of like East Asian mythology. So it says basically the premise of The God and the Kumiho. I need to see the Korean writing of this. Kumiho, because it could be like Kumiho, it could be Kumiho, Kumiho. Okay, Kumiho. The God and the Kumiho. So basically, there's like this fox. Fox's name is Kim Hani, and she spends her days... I'm just going to read the synopsis. She spends her days working at a cafe and trying not to let a certain customer irk her. Sokka, a trickster god thrown from the heavens for his attempt at a coup, spends his days hunting demons and irking a particular Kumiho. When the demon of darkness escapes the underworld and the scarlet fox emerges from hiding before quickly vanishing, Sokka is offered a chance at redemption. Kill them both and his sins will be forgiven. But Hani is prepared to do anything to prevent Sokka from bringing her to justice, even trick her way into his investigation. So basically, it's like Asian fantasy, but with like mystery as well, which is, I think, is pretty interesting. I know the second book is leaning more towards like a murder mystery, because it's like the God and the Christian meaning ghost spirits. So you would like think, like dead people, you know. And after that, we've got Wings of Starlight. So Wings of Starlight is like a prequel book for the Disney Tinkerbell stories. The Disney Tinkerbell franchise itself has like a lot of books, but this one particularly focuses on Queen Clarion and Lord Mallory, who appear in like Secret of the Wings. So it's basically Queen Clarion is a warm fairy, and then Lord Mallory is a winter fairy. Forbidden love. So like the original story you get from them in the movie is that the reason why warm fairies and winter fairies can't ever cross is because their wings are endangered to like snapping or melting. And in the movie we learned that Lord Mallory and Queen Clarion were the people who had first like crossed the border, and which resulted in Lord Mallory in losing his wings. And it's like, oh, you see it in the movie how like the two of them really like there's this like regret, there's this grief, there's this like longing for one another. And then Wings of Starlight is like a prequel story that focuses on their story, on how they came to be the respective leaders of the warm and cold areas of Pixie Hollow. And it's like, oh, I've heard so much good things about it, and I'm really interested because I feel like this is like a really up my alley kind of story. This is a very Nadine centric story. Nadine will enjoy the story, basically. Ooh, and then we have I Am Not Jessica Chen by my queen, Anne Liang. So I Am Not Jessica Chen is about Jenna Chen, because she's not Jessica Chen. So Jessica Chen is Jenna's cousin who's like Harvard bound. She's like in this top academy. She's the top of her class. She's the smartest girl at school. And then Jenna somehow switches places with Jessica. So Jenna is in Jessica's body, and she's like, oh my god, I finally have everything I ever want. Because she's like, because you know how like Asian parents compare you to your cousins and stuff? Yeah. And it's so like when she switches bodies, she's like, oh my god, I have everything I could ever want. But then people start forgetting who Jenna Chen is. So while Jenna is in Jessica's body, her Jenna, the actual Jenna, is like, I don't know, being forgotten. She's like, is it really worth it having all of this if my actual self is being like forgotten? Is it actually worth it to be someone I want to be but someone I'm not? Which is, I really love Anne Liang's story. I'm a big fan of Anne Liang. She's like my instant buy author, and so I'm like really interested in reading her novels. Now I'm gonna read you my Goodreads books that I've put in my TBR. So we've got A Forest of Stolen Girls. So it's about like it's the title says it. So these girls go missing in this village during like the 1400s Chosun Korea, and then like a girl is investigating these disappearances, and yeah, and it's supposed to be like, it's pretty good. It has like a 3.76 star rating, 3.76 out of 5 stars, by the way. So it's gotta be good. It's written by the author who wrote A Crane Among Wolves, which is one of my favorite books. I think it's a very great book. I think I really loved the story. I really loved everything about it. So I'm really excited to start reading it. I don't know if I want to find a physical copy. I'll probably just find like an ebook or something. Next we have Cinder, or the Lunar Chronicles. So the Lunar Chronicles are like sci-fi supernatural retelling of classic Disney princesses. So Cinder obviously is about Cinderella, and you have Scarlet, and there's like other books. I'm pretty sure it covers like Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, Rapunzel, and I think one more, but I'm not too sure. So I think it's gonna be pretty cool, like a sci-fi retelling of classic Disney tales. I think it would be pretty exciting to read. Then we have Carmilla. Carmilla is the OG Dracula, if you didn't know. Carmilla is also very, very Wallawa. Very winners love winning. So I'm very interested in reading it. I honestly don't know what it's about. I just know that it's like the OG Dracula. It's about vampires. It's about Wallawa vampires. It's about girl kissing vampires. That's all I know. So I'm gonna read it. Ooh, and then we have Emily Wilde's map of the Otherlands. That's the second book. I'm pretty sure the first book is Emily Wilde's maps of something else. So the first book is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I've found this book recommendation on my TikTok. I honestly don't know what it's about, but like people said it was good. Also, there was this girl who said Emily Wilde's series uses a very like interesting kind of metaphor and interesting adjectives to describe certain things, like you would think like, oh, say there's a light lamp and then there's the light casting down on like the desk or whatever, and while like people would say, oh, something, I don't know, people would say something, but like the others would say something like a puddle of light lamp. So it's like the light lamp is like liquid and it has like this like, I don't know, this weird, not like weird in a good way tone. It's like a dollop of island. Like the author would write something like that in the book, and it's like so interesting. It's like such interesting use of figurative language and like adjectives. I think it's pretty cool. And then we have also I'm not gonna read every single book in my TBR. I'm not gonna say every single book in my TBR. I'm just gonna talk about the books that I want to talk about. So like this isn't really Nadin's entire TBR. Sorry. Har. And we have Strike the Zither. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. It honestly has like such an interesting title, Strike the Zither. I think it's pretty cool. So it's like, what is it? I don't know what it's about. It's about two war generals, a guy and a girl, and they're like match made in heaven, but like they're on opposite sides of war. So it's like, oh my god. It's basically how like how the trope goes is you choose your heart over duty, but they choose duty over their heart. So it's like very angsty, so I've been told, and it's set in like Chinese dynasty, so it's like that kind of vibe. I honestly don't know what's going on. A lot of these books I just put them on my TBR based on vibes, like not based on anything else. And then we have Reckless, I'm pretty sure, right? Okay, so this is not to get controversial, but I read like the very popular book Powerless by Lauren Roberts, and I don't know, when I read it, I thought it was, I don't know, actually I enjoyed reading it, but it wasn't like anything special. And like there's a second book called Reckless, and I put that in my TBR, but like I don't know, like it's gone under like a lot of fire and a lot of like judgment, and it has like plagiarism accusations against it for like The Queen of Red, right, by Victoria. Oh no, the Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. That and Lightlark, like the popular book Lightlark, they've faced plagiarism accusations, and so I'm like hesitant to read it. I'm probably gonna read Red Queen, which is where the plagiarism accusations come from. So basically Red Queen is the OG, and then like Powerless and Lightlark are like the copycats. I've had Red Queen on my TBR for a while, but it's like dystopian. I'm not into dystopian that much. Like, I don't care. I tried to read this popular dystopian book called Legend. It was in my class library, so I was like, oh, it went viral, I'm gonna read it, gang. Oh my god, does the female main character irk me. I hate the female main character. I'm no longer a feminist. Oh my god, she's like a Mary Sue. Like everything goes well for her, and then like she has the audacity to say like, oh well, my life's so difficult. Girl, she's like the smartest kid in her age, and she comes from like a rich background, and like our other main character literally come from dirt poor. He was treated so horribly, and he's like just as smart as her, but he was treated differently. So like they're both like the smartest people, but like she's praised for it and he's like outcasted for it. And then she goes, oh well, my life is so difficult. Oh my god. So interesting. I'm not gonna continue reading that book. And then we have Hello by Teralie. Oh my god. I don't know. I really want to read it. So Hello by Teralie is basically like, it was like this, synopsis Teralie tuh gak jelas. Teralie's synopsis don't make sense. I'm gonna read it out to you. And then I'm gonna translate it to English because Mr. James is listening. Hello, apakah kamu di sana? Aku tahu kamu di sana. Aku tahu kamu mendengarkan suaraku. Hello, aku tahu kita belum bisa bicara, tapi aku tidak bisa menahan diriku untuk menelponmu. Aku hanya hendak bilang, aku tidak akan menyerah. Aku akan selalu menyayangimu. What is that supposed to tell me about the story? I don't know. Oh wait, I gotta translate it. Here you go, Mr. James. Hello, are you there? I know you're there. I know that you're hearing my voice. Hello. I know we can't talk right now, but I can't hold myself back from calling you. I just want to say, I'm never going to give up. I'm always going to love you. That's the synopsis. That Alias synopsis don't make sense. But like, I've been told it's basically about this house, and then this couple moves in, and it's like they learn about this old couple that used to live there, and then there's like this connection between present couple and past couple. I don't know what the connection is, but there's a connection, and it's supposed to be like a really good, not plot twist, but like, I guess plot point, I don't know. I mean, it has a 4.4 rating on Goodreads. Like, anything above 4 is supposed to be really good. So I take it. I'll take the reassurance. And you have Laut Bercerita. I don't know what Laut Bercerita is. I've heard it's like political and stuff, but like not political, but like, you know, pokoknya gitu deh. I'm probably gonna read it. I've heard it's really good. I'm too scared to read it. Yeah. And then we have, what do we have? Ruthless Vows. So Ruthless Vows is a sequel to Divine Rivals. Divine Rivals is like technically romance fantasy, but it's mostly romance with like a fantasy setting. I don't actually understand the fantasy part of the novel, but the romance part is very good. The romance is super delectable. And it ended with a cliffhanger. And then like, oh my god, it ended in a cliffhanger where the guy forgot his memories and then he was taken by the villain. So like, you would think I would hurry up, gasken, read up the sequel, but like, I don't know, I have never gone around to reading the sequel. This is the same problem with Six of Crows. So Six of Crows is this book about like a fantasy heist, and there's a sequel, and I've already read Six of Crows, but I've never read the sequel, and I'm like not interested, I guess. I'm just like not in the mood to read about the sequel. Like, do I want to know what happens next? I mean, yeah, probably, but like, I got a spoiler about a character who dies in the second book. Maybe that's why I don't want to read it, but like, And that's it. That's all I have. That's all I want to talk about in my Goodreads. There's nothing else I want to talk about. I'm pretty sure there's more books. I'm pretty sure I have more like saved books on like my TikTok folder. But I'm not gonna read through that right now. So that's it. Oh my god. This is my TBR gang. Comment what's your TBR and what do you think I should read. Cause podcasts, interactive, please interact with my MJC product gang. Goodbye, good night. This is currently 9:08. Yes. Bye-bye.